I did not try and think or anticipate too much. So I had also become a part of a few mock interviews. So I had attended a few mock interviews that were being conducted by various coaching institutes. So there were a diverse sort of sessions that I had initially attended 2 months ahead. And I was also, sir, having discussions with people at home, with my father, because he is also prepared for the civil services. In fact, he'd even joined the service. So I was very keen to kind of know a little bit more, because interview, sir, is a very flexible and at the same time a very subjective format. So I was very keen that I prepare specifically by focusing on my DAF, of course. But apart from DAF, I was also doing a bit of work in terms of related to my preparation, my optional subject, or whatever that is topical or of interest. But at the same time, what I realized during the interview is that a lot of the questions that might come to the aspirant may be unanticipated. So, more than the preparation, of course, it is also the moment. At that very moment, how is the aspirant responding to that particular question? So, there may be quite a few questions where an aspirant may have very limited and sketchy knowledge about it, but a lot of it determines on the way they deal with it. So it's very difficult to really be 100% prepared for an interview, because the format could essentially move in every direction possible. In fact, that was my experience of the first interview. So I had prepared a lot around certain social issues, being a student of a sociology background. So my subject is essentially sociology. I've done a bit of cultural anthropology and gender studies as well. So I was prepared more around these issues, but the nature of questions that were asked, that were put forward, were related to environment, ecology. So that was something which was unanticipated, but of course it's a part of your general preparation as well. So an interview, I feel, tries to gauge the holistic personality of an individual rather than simply being very tunnel visioned. So one might anticipate something, but one might get something else. So it's also about controlling your response, moderating it according to that question, your body posture, your tonality, all of that just has a sort of an effect and an impact on the kind of answer that one is delivering, essentially. So, sort of a prerequisite before an interview. It's a good idea to attend maybe 3 or 4 such mock interviews, but at the same time, one has to be prepared that it could be of any nature, essentially, any sort of question that may be asked to an aware and a perceptive citizen might come across. So,
Priyadarshini, some students ask, can we disagree with the interview board member on any issue? So, you had this occasion, or what is your view on this?
So, I feel in case one is aware, well informed about a topic, and also feels in a certain manner, I think it'll be a good idea to keep it forward, but in a very polite manner, so that one can even accommodate another point of view, because there are various perspectives to dealing with a particular issue. So one has to be very courteous, one has to be very careful also in the way one phrases it. So a lot of it is dependent on the knowledge as well as the delivery of a person. So if the intent is sincere, and if the articulation is based on an informed opinion, then I feel aspirants may take that calculated risk, but at the same time, they should not come across as very inflexible or rigid or unwilling to accommodate some other position, which may be even diametrically opposite from theirs. And in fact, so having an independent mind of yours is very important. And to be able to show that during an interview, if given an opportunity, one should definitely take that opportunity, because I feel our panelists, who are interviewing us, they have so many years of experience, and they're so perceptive and so erudite that they will be able to even tell if a person is feigning to agree with something just for the sake of it. So if one really believes in something and if it's backed with some objective information, then definitely, sir, I would say it's worth taking the risk.
Priyadarshini, the way you have put it, if I was in the interview board, I would have certainly agreed with you. So beautifully put. Where this is how actually to accommodate another viewpoint. How beautifully you have put it. It's not being inflexible or. But the idea is to accommodate different points of view and how we put it. So very perhaps the best answer I heard. Thanks. May I ask you on this score? What was the interview score 2 times?
Sir, my interview, the first was 167. In fact, I was a little disappointed with my score, which is why during my second preparation, I was very keen that I leave no stone unturned for my mains. In fact, sir, even the second was around under 200. So, which is why I was again, slightly disheartened, because had my interview gone really well, I would have probably made it to the top 10, which is why I got a rank of 66. So, sir, maybe the interview panel, whatever, it was their discretion about how they marked me, but I still have very happy memories, sir. In fact, I connected with the panel on various levels, and at the end of the day, the score is up to their interpretation. So,
what was the score next time when you got IAS?
Next time, I think it was again around 160s or 170. I'm not able to recollect it, but I think it was 167, 168.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was great.